good. Test, 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing, 1, 2, 3. 3 is up and in. Bryn Furstenberg with the 3. 5-2. Eisenhower.
She's got all 5 points so far.
Wisner, right corner. Back out to Acker.
Mike's playing, Matt.
Drop pass. That was just a great athletic play by Nat. Caught it, went up, brought it down, and stayed in the air long enough to get the foul, and then Pompu hustling, unable to come away with the ball. 5-4 early on. Eisenhower up 1. Passes. They get from A to B quickly. Drop pass, great pass. Furstenberg, they can't stop her right now. She's got all 7. Hoffman. You think we're good? All right, well. I lost my feed. All right.
KK making the first one.
As the boss goes and plays, he's trying to listen to some things. I'm going to play around, which you know is never a good thing for anybody. But I got to try to help. Second one good. 7-6 the score. If you're Germantown, I think you're kind of looking at this more of as a fun game. I'm not saying they're not trying to win, but I think they kind of feel a little more relaxed with this one than they have with their non-conference to this point.
Right.
Like they were so gung-ho on making sure they won every game. I think this one, they just seem a lot more relaxed, including if you see some marks on them, they have SpongeBob tattoos on them. So they're not messing around. They're having some fun out there. Gretchen loses it. First turnover of the night for Germantown.
Nice pass.
3 on the way. Good. Furstenberg.
She's got all her points.
She's got all 10. KK shot, no good. Tie up and off. Eisenhower should stay. They're going to say timeout before the turnover. Let's give credit
30.
to Coach Monfrey there. That was going to be a turnover, and he got it in just before they called timeout. They get the timeout before the turnover. All right, now we can do a little bit of an update. Go ahead. Spew. Go. Talk about Eisenhower.
Well, they're a strong team. Traditionally, they're always at the top of their conference. Since Gary, I feel sorry for Monfrey in this sense that it's hard to replace a legend, Gary Schmidt, who had won 2 state championships and had 3 runners-up from 2012 to 2018. He was at state 5 of those years. But traditionally, they're like the Oak Creeks and the rest of the teams that are always They play hard. They're expecting to win all the time.
Near turnover. Now a trap. Good rotation. Good job by Eisenhower. And they draw the foul. So it looked like there was a possible turnover, and instead it ends up being 2 shots. We're just going to assume everybody's got two screens at once right now while they're sitting at home.
Paul's kills, first foul.
With the Packer game on one and us on the other.
I would make that assumption.
Wisner in, Paul's kill out. 12:36 remaining. Second free throw is
good.
In. Twelve and a half remaining, first half. Acker, drive, kick it out, McNeil. Wisner, 3, no good.
McNeil
Good battle.
rebound.
McNeil comes away with it. Wisner, second chance opportunity, no good. Eisenhower on the run.
Nice job, Acker, deflecting the ball. Pompu in the game.
Hoffman in. Dienberg out. Hess is on the floor as well for Germantown. And Pompu with Acker sitting now. Under 12, 11-6 the score. Eisenhower up 5. Thought about it. Instead, puts it on the floor. Backdoor cut.
Nice
Arnold got
back
beat.
cut.
She cheated and got lucky. Hess came away with the ball. Got to get some spacing out there. Ends up working to Germantown's favor. Ends up in Pompu's hands. McNeil 3. Off the mark.
Hess with a foul.
Hess with the foul, and she takes the brunt of the pain. $11:26 remaining. 11-6 our score. Robinson in. Hess out. Paul's kill in. Acker in. Let's see. KK getting a break, as is Gretchen McNeil. So there you have it. 11:20 and counting. Looking inside. They definitely have the height advantage, but they're collapsing very well. It's just, you got to watch the cutters. They have not done a good job of that. Paul's kill comes away with the rebound. They've been beat by the cutters. That's what's been the difference. Paul's kill thought about it, decides against it. Skip, Acker, corner. Acker splits everybody, flips it up, off the mark. Drive to the right side. Good help defense right in the hands of Paul's kill. Eisenhower's 5th turnover. 10.5 remaining. Good shot fake by Wisner. Bumped on the floor. Subs
4.
in. Subs in for Eisenhower, 3-20. So coming back are Lemberger and Dienberg.
If I'm not mistaken, Dienberg's a 4-year starter at Eisenhower. Played with the. Oh.
Hold on, we got problems here. They handed the ball to Eisenhower, even though it is.
Almost got away with it.
Yep. So they tried to steal it. That's.
They almost got away with it.
Well, they almost, yeah. That's. Inside, Arnold, the foul and the basket. KK to the line. Germantown trailing by 3. KK's free throw. Ooh, it's off the mark. Batted around. It's going to stay here. No, they're going to say Paul's kill.
Tell you later.
Ooh, near steal by Arnold. They push. Dienberg crossing the timeline. Great job by Paul's kill to catch up as we approach the 10-minute mark, first half. And there's turnover number 7. Nope, correction, 6. And that's the one thing. Eisenhower has the size. They have the strength, as we've seen. But the one thing they haven't faced are the Nats.
Exactly.
And the Nats are really in effect today. Paige Robinson, no.
Well, and I think you said it perfect earlier. Germantown looks a
Acker,
lot more,
3.
more relaxed.
Pompu off to Paul's kill. Oh, rolls off. Rebound, Lemberger.
Ooh. Looks like it's on Robinson.
The shooting it's just not getting in there. It's just not finishing. It's just that little hiccup short for Germantown. And it reminds me of Tuesday night. The shots are there. They're just not dropping.
Well,
9:45 left first half. Go ahead.
I would think that this game means more to Ike than it does the Germantown.
Sure.
Because of the number 1 team, you know. Ooh.
There was no foul. That's kind of a ticky-tack call on Page.
It's their second.
Nonetheless, it's a foul. Come on, these special teams are brutal.
Oh, yes.
We're in agreement.
Wow.
Just a couple of assessments.
Yes. Exactly.
Silent assessments.
Yes.
KK comes away with it.
Oh, she's got it easy.
All alone. 1-point game. Near steal, near foul. They got Dienberg on the left side. McNeil doing a nice job, and there's Arnold helping out. You can hear KK's mom. Good D, good D. Love hearing her. And there's another turnover. 8th of the night.
And I'm sure Eisenhower hasn't seen this type of pressure for the full court this season.
Not in the Woodland, I don't think. Not the way the teams are designed this year.
Right.
There's a lot of balance. I think you see it from Pewaukee, but even Pewaukee doesn't. KK, she traveled. Yeah, she did. Yeah, that was the right call. Even Pewaukee, they're not Nats.
Right.
And that's what Germantown is. That's all they are Nats, because they know they don't have the size, so they are just going to flood you and annoy you and bother you and make you work for everything. And there it is right there, Gretchen with a deflection.
Just a little late on the rotation.
And we've got a bench warning on Eisenhower. He wanted a foul on McNeil coming across, and it's right in front of us. It was a great play by Gretchen. Nearly came away with the steal. 8:40 remaining, first half. Low scoring, no surprise. Two teams that they're playing their 3rd game of the week, especially Germantown, their 3rd big one of the week. Shot way up there and off. That one might have gotten cold. It got up there so high. Down the lane. Good left hand finish. Kylie Lemberger leads back to 3. KK has it stolen. Go the other way. Acker deflects it just enough, but not enough, as Furstenberg is having a half. And the lead's up to 5. Biggest of the lead so far. Bryn's season high is 14. What does she have already, 10?
12.
There you go. Wisner, she was not going to be denied. But Eisenhower pushes left side. Overlays it, out of bounds.
Eisenhower's 13-3 this season.
Timeout, Germantown. It's a 30-second. We're going to take it with them. You're watching GTV. Oh, we're muted. Lots of issues on a Saturday night. We thought we were here early and had everything, but no, not happening. Not the way it's going tonight. So it's going to be a little while. We're getting things squared away. It's going to be sloppy and ugly. Jay, she's fouled, and they don't call it, and she hit the ground hard. She immediately grabbed her back.
That's a big foul there.
Jay's getting up slowly. She grabbed her back, and she's still kind of holding it. Nikki Dienberg, Eisenhower patted her on the shoulder. Love when you see that. They're all competitors. Gets the free throw. Jay knocks it down.
Her first of the game.
Just a quick reminder of Jay's accomplishment last night. There's the graphic Gary put together. Second one, back iron. Ends up in Nikki Dienberg's hands. Flash down the middle, Dienberg. Right at Wisner, foul.
Wisner's first.
15-13 our score. And I think if you're Jay, you just got to stay out there and you got to keep moving. You don't want to come out and sit. I think that makes it worse. You want to keep it loose, but I think that might be something to watch going forward because she really hit the ground hard.
Yeah, this whole year she's been on the floor a lot.
Sure has, but not like that where she instantly grabbed her back as Nikki Dienberg hits that first free throw.
And I'm sure that Germantown doesn't have a heating blanket or something on the bench.
Second one, butter. That was just pure net. 17-13, under 7 first half. Swing it left side. It's been, other than KK, it's been everything from the outside. She's attacking the gaps. Jay did too. I shouldn't say that. Acker's been attacking those gaps as well. Here's WizKid trying. Don't want to force anything, but Acker's going to fire up a three and get it. Cuts the lead to 1. Dienberg, baseball pass broken up by Paulskill. And it was deflected off Eisenhower.
I talked to Natalie's mom yesterday. Natalie is a track.
No surprise there.
None at all.
Not what we've seen. Yes. Yes, they do. Producer Gary asking a question, rhetorical, but I answered it anyway. Pompu, right side. Got a chance to talk to Katie's dad yesterday. Paul's kill shot, no good. Robinson bats it around, but it ends up in Lemberger's hands. It was nice of him to come over and say hi and thank us. And if you're noticing, no Carrie Newcomer comments. She came over and gave him face-to-face today. Dienberg with the left hand. She is in Wisconsin today. And she came over and thanked us, and so kind of her to do so. Acker way off her. 19-16 the score. Wisner in, Pompu out. First time tonight, Maddie Montgomery going to get a minute or two. Give Acker a break. Go ahead, G.
No, I was just saying, this tempo of this game is favoring Ike at the moment.
It is, but again, I don't think either team's going to do a lot of scoring today with the third game of the week. And of course, I mean, it's hard to play three. They're young, but it's hard. Three, way up there and down. Buhaski for three, and the lead 6, the biggest of the night. KK, drive, kick, shot fake, Wisner. Pull up, floater, good. Emily getting more and more confident in that shot. 22-18, they push the other way. So Eisenhower's found something. They can beat Germantown down the floor. KK to the hoop, fouled. She's going to shoot a couple. And that's a case where if Caitlin Nee stays high hands, she's playing great defense. Might give up the basket, but the minute she brought those hands down, it's going to be a foul.
Exactly.
24-18, 5:04 remaining. KK, back iron.
Coming into the game, KK is shooting 68% from the line.
So Acker's back, Pompu's back. So microwave, in and out. Better? We're getting the nod from the production team.
Excellent.
Back iron on both.
That's not good.
Batted around. Acker comes away with it. Gets it to Arnold. Down the lane. Kick out. 3. Got it.
Whiz kid.
Whiz kid. 24-21.
And rip.
And a steal. KK finishes. Angle, the cameraman took over. Oh, the producer is proud of himself right now. Shot. Oh, nice finish. Furstenberg. She's having a first and half right now.
16 this half so far.
Season high, 16. KK in the lane. Shot fake. She got hit. And they're going to call the travel.
She got hit twice.
She sure did. And Coach Stuve shaking his head going, where's the foul? 26-23, 4:19 remaining, first half. Four minutes remaining, first half, 26-23. Similar pace as last night. Sloppy, kind of ugly both ways. No rhythm, but that's what happens when you get two good teams. I mean, this is something we've talked about a lot this year because of the tough schedule for Germantown.
Correct.
First correct of the night. That's what we. Nice finish. Little sidearm. Cameron Hoffman, the senior, finds the angle and finishes 28-23. KK walking it up into the lane.
Nice
kick out.
kick.
Wisner 3. Got it. 28-26. 3.5 remaining first half. Now we've got some shooting going on. Oh! Another one from Hoffman. I don't know if Germantown's picked up on it, but I'd make her go left. Just a thought. KK drive, kick, Acker, shot fake. Goes to the hoop, has it blocked. Wisner comes away with the rebound as it was batted out to her. KK, drive, kick, Acker, quick release, not there. And they're going to say Paul's kill hooked, and it's a foul. And we're going to go to the other end for free throws. 3:02 remaining first half. McNeil in, Pompu out. And the thing is, Nat had her, but she hooked her. She didn't need to. She just stays in position. She's got her.
The reason I was laughing is Coach Stuvie gave Paul's kill a high five.
Well, yeah, had her. And the explanation is she rode her out. That's a horrible call if that's the case. Violation on Germantown as both Paul's kill and McNeil did a little step. And a 1 and a 2, and they both did it.
The jig.
Well, you can see how she brings it up. There you go. Missed Either way. But you don't want to be critical of the ref, but she said she rolled her out, and she just had her boxed out, plain and simple. That's not a good call. The riding out call's too much. KK baseline. Able to finish. Shot off, way off. Out of bounds. 30-28 her score. Sarah Kaiser from Oak Creek checking in. The sniper from the Creek. Creek playing great basketball right now.
They're going to be tough in the tournament.
Yes, they are. They have got the offense going, and that's always been their the last thing to come for them. And it's clicking right now because their defense is always there. Coach Haluknik's got him going. Arnold three, got it. First lead of the night for Germantown. Baseline cut off, batted out of bounds. Nope. He's saying she lost it on her own. I don't know how. I'm sorry to laugh. I don't know how you can make that call when it was right in front of the referee, and there's almost physics tell you it's impossible for that to happen.
Well, and I give Monfrey credit. He didn't lose it. I mean,
well, that's because he's already got the bench warning. If he loses it again, it's
a technical, and then he's on the bench.
Thank you so much for joining us during the Packer game, as the Packers are going to win. Somebody at this table predicted 31-17, and they won 32-18, so good for me.
Excellent. Yes.
I doubt it. KK down the lane, finishing. They started before us. I only was saying it because I predicted the score by a point each way. I'm proud of myself.
Oh.
Wide open layup, says the guy who broke his arm, patting himself on the back. They better figure out Furstenberger. She's going to have a monster night. She's got 18 here in the first half. Leads cut to 1. As we approach 1 minute in the first half. Tempo picked up here in the last 4 minutes, both ways. A Acker with a, I don't know what it was, kind of fake dribble attack. Wisner, baseline, backboard, finish.
That's a killer shot.
That's a nice spin.
Yep.
She must have seen what Cameron Hoffman was doing and said, I can do that too. Now we've got Gary singing, which is always good. 45 seconds left first half, 35-32. Just batting her down, and then Pompu.
That's a carry. I hate to
It
say
sure looked
that.
like it, but you know what? But at the same time, if you're not going to call that, that almost looked like a foul on Katie. So
I agree.
let him play, and block shot, Pompu.
S is in the game for Paul's kill.
As is Hunter Comore for Eisenhower. 30 seconds remain first half. Germantown up 3, trailed most of the half. Deep 3, off the mark, rebound to Acker. 20 seconds remaining, enough time for 1 or 2 in this pace with these two teams. But they're going to play it for 1 as they spread the floor. 12 seconds remaining. 10, 8. Acker steps into the 3, shot fake.
She
3, 2, 1. That's way off the mark. I think Jay should have let it fly. She had the open look, chance to step into it, chose not to. Our halftime score, Germantown 35, Eisenhower 32. You're watching GTV.
Sometimes I Here's Emily LaChapelle. She is the player to watch on this team. Baseline drive, kick out. Open look, 3, got it. LaChapelle on the breakaway. 32-32.
50, 50, up, yep, and 1.
Got it. And the foul. The parent-child relationship versus the coach-player relationship. How do you guys balance that? And how do you Mo on the set. Tatum back to Mo. Doherty to Kebasek to Doherty. 22-20. Block. Mo Doherty. Boy, has Mo come up big in this one. Set up for Wooker and destroyed it. And that's your match. Lancers win it 3-1. We're here with Sean and Christine Doherty from Brookfield Central talking about high school athletics. They have 3 children in athletics, 2 of them at the high school level. So Molly, got the chance to meet you the other night. We won't talk about you tonight, but thinking about you and can't wait for you to get to the high school level and watch you play and cover you on W7 very soon. But let's talk about Morgan and Jack a little bit. And first of all, Morgan, of course, a junior on the Brookfield Central girls volleyball team. And has been a great friend of ours the last 3 years, so we know Mo really well. Tell me a little bit about Jack, because I know he was going to play in the tournament this year, of course, but didn't get a chance to. So it's weird because everybody thinks, well, you'll know Jack and Morgan is Jack's brother. Yeah. Well, in our world, Jack is Morgan's brother.
That's true. Yeah. Morgan apprecites that.
Yeah. Morgan would agree.
For sure. Yeah. Well, Jack is a freshman. He played volleyball this fall on the varsity team for BC. And he's 6'6", and he's also
still growing
and still
Good
eating. He plays basketball now, and he made the varsity team for BC for Coach Wandry.
How do you manage on who goes to what game and who gets to what practice? And I mean, how does all that work for you guys?
I usually think about which game is the most stressful, and I send Sean along because he's like the calming self, and I go to the other one.
We are big believers in the process. We are big believers in the kids learning from different coaches, learning from different coaching styles. We are big believers in the kids focusing more on what they can give versus what they can get. Part of the process is going through disappointment, is navigating through
And that's what W7 does. We even bring you a one little girl halftime dance show. We're at half here at Germantown High School. It was Eisenhower early until about 1:15 left. KK hit a 3 to give Germantown the lead, and they currently hold a 3-point lead with Ron Gavinsky, Ahmed Rawi. So kind of a sloppy game until about that 4-minute mark, and then each team really started to find what they were. Some shots started going in both ways. Not a surprise. Third game of the week. 2 good teams slugging it out. Your thoughts on let's start with Germantown. Your thoughts on their first half?
I think they've done well considering the teams they've played this week. I mean, they haven't had a cupcake. I mean, BC and NDS and now Ike. I mean, they're doing well considering.
Sure, and that's what great teams do.
Correct.
On the flip side, Eisenhower's team we don't talk about because we don't see them too often. We saw them earlier this season. at the Brookfield Central Thanksgiving Shootout. We've said that a few times this year. If you haven't figured that out, that is a great way to start the season. But back to our point, Eisenhower, you could see why this is a very good team.
Oh, yes, and they're very well coached. Their sectional, if we want to touch a couple seconds on it.
Absolutely, go.
Their regional is Ike, New Berlin West, Pewaukee, and Pius. They will see each other 3 times for the season.
And the winner of that is going to earn it because you've got some very good teams with some great coaches.
Correct. And that is kind of like the 2A in Division I regional.
And the other something we should talk about on that is something that Ryan Ellerbush, who's on a camera tonight, pointed out. It's not going to be the 1 getting the bye. It's going to be the 4 and 5 are going to do the play-ins. 1 will play the winner of that game. 2 and 3 will play each other. He brought that up today, and it makes a lot. And he's right.
Makes sense.
He's
yeah.
right. So, just a little bit of a difference in what that means is that 1 seed gets that bye, and you get late in the season. That bye is sometimes important. Flip side of that is sometimes you want to be playing. A team like Germantown, who's had this monster schedule, who will play 3 more games through next Saturday, and then all of a sudden they only have 4 over the final 2.5 weeks. Maybe they will want that game. Chances are they're going to be the 1, but you don't know.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, if I'm Germantown, I want to play every night.
And it looks like they want to play every night. We came on air talking about how they look so relaxed today with their SpongeBob tattoos and just kind of free-flowing. Hey, here you go. Then they were down, and all of a sudden they were like, wait a minute here, we're the better team, and they kind of turned it up a notch.
Right, and I really believe, my own opinion is, we are very lucky to have them. I mean, we've done every game for them this year.
Oh, absolutely.
It's an honor, and they are a joy to watch.
Absolutely. First half numbers, Bryn Furstenberg. Let's start there. 18 first half points, a season high, and then it's just a smattering. Cameron Hoffman with the 2 right-hand runners, bank shots that went. Nikki Dienberg, each of them with 4. 3 for Bugoski. Lemberger with 2, and then Caitlin Nee hit a free throw. On the other side, KK with 14, WizKid with 12, Jay with 7, and Natalie Paulskill with 2. That came early on. So we're just about to start the second half. We undoubtedly have your undivided attention now that the team to the north and east is done. So here we go. Trying to get Jay going out of the second half, setting the screen. She drives down the lane. Everybody left her. She lost it. Arnold cleans it up and finishes. Five-point lead, biggest of the night now. And a turnover. 10 first-half turnovers to 4 for Germantown. That's Eisenhower's 11th of the night.
As we've said this whole year, these first 4 minutes of this half are huge. Because you don't want the game to get away from Eisenhower right now.
Acker to Paulskill. Looking, 5-out offense right now. KK stops on a dime, pull up, no good. Paulskill comes away with it. Acker 3, no good. Battled around. Dienberg comes away with it.
Oh.
Acker, are they going to get a foul?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
She really played that well.
Credit Dienberg, though, for going to get the ball.
Right.
And that creates some of that contact. 37-32, largest lead of the night. Has been 6 for Eisenhower, currently 5 for Germantown. Oh, he fell for it again, that back door. It's a well-designed play, and it's something that got their offense going in the first half. KK on the block. Bank open and finishing.
She's doing a lot more this season now, posting kids up.
Her shot looks so much better. She's stronger. She's just a great all-around player, and we're blessed to watch it.
I mean, she's shooting 54% from
the great
floor.
right, left, and then unable to finish. Ball batted around. Paulskill takes it from her teammate and then hands it back to Jay. Acker crossing the timeline. Sorry.
No, she wants to win that rebounding championship.
3. Wisner, no good. Lemberger rebounds. 16 minutes remaining. Dienberg, cross-court pass deflected by Wisner. What I liked about that is she had the deflection, knew she couldn't track it down. She immediately fell back into her team defensive spot.
Nice help by
Wisner again with the great left-hand pass. Pompu out ahead. Paulskill finishes. Katie Pompu with the left-hand feed. Outstanding pass. The lead's 9. Timeout, Eisenhower. It's a big one. We'll take it with them. You're watching GTV. Back live at Germantown High School on GTV, a true W7 production. Ryan Ellerbush on camera, Gary producing it. Ron Gavinsky to my right, I'm Ed Rowie. Emily DeMaster checking in from Oostburg. Gary's best pal. Again, Carrie Newcomer can't check it. Well, she could, but she'd be lying if she said she was checking in from far away today. Top Oostburg. That's our distance right now. We've had quite a few stations checking in during the course of the year. We've had Texas. We've had Arizona. We've had Brazil, I believe.
Yep.
It's been fantastic.
Nice
Great back cut.
Nice
off the mark. Now that's
Acker.
three looks that they've had, and they just weren't able to finish.
Arnold, nice.
KK finishes, and I really want to give credit. They're wide open shots, but it's that help that all of a sudden shows up from the Nats. And you don't anticipate that because you feel like you have this wide open shot. 3 on the way, no good. Ball batted into the arms of Jalen Acker. She pushes ahead. Bounce pass, Wisner. And this run is continuing for Germantown. We saw this last night. They just come out of the halftime. I don't know what's going on at half, but they come out with guns a-blazing. 14 and a half remaining. Oh, that's a block.
Look at Coach Stuvey. Yeah, it was a block. Natalie's third.
Oh, Coach Stuvey said, no, come on. He's really upset with that call.
Here comes Paige.
Going to get Robinson back on the floor. Watching it on the delay.
I thought it was a charge.
Ah, boy, you know, it was bang, bang. That was a great read by Paulskill. If nothing else, she read it properly.
Right.
And that's the teaching point.
Well, and officials are taught that
shot, no good, batted around, ends up in Wisner's hands.
If you run through somebody's chest, it's a charge. And it sure looked like that to me.
KK down the lane, nobody there to stop her. She finishes.
Timeout.
Timeout 30. The lead's 15. We'll take it with him. You're watching GTV.
Mrs. Arnold was dancing.
Back live on GTV. Jenny Stuve, Matt's mom. Say hi to her. She's got to be loving this second half run right now. It's a 12-0 run to start the second half, and the lead is 15. We've got Denver checking in. Is that correct? Samorin from Denver checking in. All right, love it. Dienberg on the block, into the lane, left-hand hook, another good look, but the defense just too strong. KK in the open court. Out to Wisner. Good ball movement to the outside. Good patience for Germantown. You're up 15, but a travel. Katie with a little dance step there. She passed fake left, took off to the right. A little too much swivel there. 13:40 remaining. All right. Producer saying, we're trying to get you as many shots from the opposite end as we get you under the basket. Good job cutting off that back door from Wisner. Dienberg three, no good. Clear foul, but nothing called there. Let it go. Second chance, no good. Arnold rebound.
Nice.
Ball tipped. Wisner got it.
Her third three of the game.
And right now it's an avalanche. Sticking with that Denver theme. Thank you very much.
That was good.
Acker rebound. 15-0 run to start the second half. Arnold left alone. She says, sure, why not? It goes out of bounds.
Well, and for most games this year, this has been
Monday, Random Lake versus Mishicot, a new addition. I had voices in my head. Sorry, I had those, and then I heard you, and I overstepped your bounds. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was.
Here, do this. There you go. That'll help a little bit. Uh-oh, what do we got? Hunter Colmore was so excited to check in. She's going to be the inbounder, and she stayed on the sideline and just kept running right in front of Germantown's bench. she kind of went, hey, I'm going in, and just kept going, and she wanted to check in. She thought it was good enough. The refs didn't think so. The table didn't think so. Hey, I get it. These kids just want to play. Paulskill near steal. Eagle River checking in. Little Rock, Arkansas. Love it. Oh, a nice little turnaround ends the run. Buhaski. First basket of the half. Comes 5 minutes and 40 seconds into the half. Top of the key. Left side now, Arnold. Step through, finish. Whew. So fun to watch.
She's got 10 already this half.
10 second half points. She's got 24 for the game. Down the lane.
Ooh.
Got caught in midair, ends up in Robinson's hands. Page pulls it out, gets it to McNeil. Smart decision. There's her 3 purple jerseys. KK, a little step fake, nothing there. A little dribble handoff instead. I was going to say senior leadership there. You just walk it out. She's a sophomore. But showing that, I mean, that was smart. There wasn't anything really there, so she just kind of walked it out, lets everybody get balanced. Then she realizes, I can do this. Hess, 3, no good. Furstenberg rebound and then a foul.
I don't know.
It's going to be on KK.
Oh, no, it's not. It's number 11, McNeil.
Oh, well, that was interesting. I
Her
missed
first.
that, yep.
Acker in for KK.
KK gets her first break of the second half, and I think Coach Monfrey's he's the one that sighed the biggest sigh there. Like, whew, thankfully. She won't be down long, Coach. I can tell you that right now. It was 11-10 left. We'll see what it is when she comes back.
The only thing I can say is Coach Monfrey, there's been a lot of coaches in the last 2 years that
look at the Nats causing problems, but Paige came down on her. Kind of a bailout it looked like, but Paige commits the foul.
got Paige. Her third.
Robinson now with 3, as you stated. Dienberg, skip. Can't do that with this team. Hess picks it off. Pull up 3, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, Paulskill, no. Another offensive opportunity, foul and good, McNeil.
McNeil's first 2 of the game.
And the lead is up to 20. She completes the three-point play, and it's 21 now. 55-34. My goodness.
We've seen this a lot this year, Coach.
We've seen this a lot this year. We saw a little bit of this last night. It wasn't quite this severe, but the Woodland is seeing what this team does. Shot, no good. Batted around, ends up in Hacker's hands. But Eisenhower, I mean, this is a top Division II team. Acker. Oh, they're going to get the charge.
Acker second.
Let the bodies hit the floor. That's right. 10:20 remaining. $55-34.
Well, speaking of the Woodland, they don't see teams like this.
No, and that's something we talked about. We've got Pewaukee had that great game, and you got to believe as a coach, if you're Coach Monfrey, you felt like
you had a chance.
You played Pewaukee. You match up well with Pewaukee. You split with Pewaukee. We can go play this game and give it a great battle. And, you know, they're winning most of the first half until the final minute when KK hit that three to take that first lead. You probably felt really good, but now you're seeing what this Germantown team is. They're deadly. And there's a three.
Yes.
Leah Hess. It's got to feel good. She's been firing them for a while now. Finally getting that to go.
Well, and going to the Pewaukee game, that one, I don't know who
Dean
the
Bird?
girl was.
No good.
Who had a great game.
That was Newcomer.
Yeah.
Sarah Newcomer.
I mean, Natalie's already down the floor.
She's always down the floor, as I say it twice. And that is not, it's impossible to be at that angle, but they're going to call another charge.
Her fourth.
That's Nat's fourth, so I'm going to guess KK is going to be the call, sure enough. So KK got a 2-minute break.
See, as a coach, I always would question how many, we've seen all 18 games this year, and how many charges have been called. Is it right? Right call?
You know what? Ava Meyer, if it was Ava Meyer, and she did a great job sliding over. It was on the opposite end of us. Gary had a great view of it because he moved the camera down that way, and sure enough, that was a charge. Great job. Credit to Ava Meyer, who was in proper position.
Exactly, then.
So great work, Ava. 9:03 remaining. So we've got Little Rock, Arkansas, and Denver, our distance winners. I think Little Rock's a little further. Is it? Okay. Nonetheless, we thank you very much for joining us tonight on Saturday night, special edition. We get to do this again next Saturday.
Yes, we do.
We've got Tuesday, Friday, Saturday again. Next Saturday will be from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Timeout, Coach Monfrey, as they dribbled short corner and got double teamed. We're going to take it with them. You're watching GTV. It's all Warhawks. Number 11, if you're looking, if that looks like Natalie McNeil, it should. That's her younger sister. She has the same jumper as Natalie. I mean, that is a spitting image. Steele, McNeil. Said that a few times in the past. Back live on GTV. 8:40 remaining. It is all Germantown here in the second half. Slow developing play. Acker comes away with the steal. Pitch it ahead. That was off. Eisenhower should stay there. Yeah, that was the right call. Ava Meyer sprinting back. Great job. Well, she's made herself known in the last 30 seconds or so.
Ampu coming in the game.
For McNeil. Well, 8.5 left. It's a 24-point game. We can talk about it. What the heck? We talked about this on Tuesday night. It was going to be a big week for Germantown. As Katie has it blocked. It was a big week for Germantown, and really felt if they won all three, they'd stay number one. Quite honestly, winning 2 of the 3, I think they should still be number one.
I think they will be number one.
Because you've beaten two really good teams. And I think you found out who you are, that you can bounce back after a tough loss. Ava Meyer making her name again. Nice rebound, the sophomore. You can play with anybody. They're going to get Arnold with the foul on the floor.
Her first.
You lost a tough one. You didn't shoot.
6% from the three-point and 25 for the game.
No, I mean.
How many good teams are you beating?
Well, we're going to pause it right there as Coach Stuve wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching GTV.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
Back live on GTV, we have verified that Denver is indeed further away, just over 1,000 miles away, whereas Little Rock is about 750-ish. So about all right, so Denver check-in is Jalen Acker, Little Rock KK. So we've got representatives. Where else are you coming in from? We've got Abby Garceau and Eagle River. What else we got? We got some Oosberg from Emily DeMaster. That's oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, I see what you did there. So Acker's over 1,000 points, so she's the Denver. And KK over right around 750 to 800. She's the Little Rock. I see what he did there. Okay. KK down the lane just overlays it. I don't know if you saw it. Something we've touched on. This goes back to that Pewaukee game early in the season. Spreading the floor, and you just shoot those gaps. Paul's kill for Hess. They do. They do. They are a different basketball this year. A little more spring, a lot more grip as well. And they seem a lot lighter. So, but if you, like right there, if Jay lets it fly, I don't have any doubt she's going to have no problem coming. You can see this as they're just spreading the floor. Eisenhower's not coming out, so no need to go anywhere.
Well, exactly. And if they do come out, there's nobody that can hold this.
And there's a drive, kick, Acker, three, got it. Sorry, folks. This is something you and I have talked about all year. This is something that I think most teams can't do as well as Germantown. We're happy to see it, but we get to see this every night. So
exactly.
The lead's 25, largest of the night. Inside, Lamberger cut off, coming up. Kick save and a beauty. Hockey term.
I mean, you have to. When Germantown spreads the court, you have to pick your poison.
You do.
Do you give up a three, or do you let them go to the basket?
Right, and yes, great execution. It looked like they were setting up for the three, and Lemberger just went backdoor. And if there's one thing you take out of this one is when Coach Stuve watches this game back is the backdoor cuts. There's the 1-3-1 that they're trying to come out at. And they're just spreading the floor, saying, okay, and there's a cut. Great feed, Acker, Wisner. The weak side defense. Great job.
19 by Wisner.
The Wiz kid with 19.
That
ball's out of bounds, sure enough. That is awesome. We're getting, so Gary's telling us there's a slight delay from us and everything, so he can switch cams, which he's done so well. So we get to bring you some great stuff, and that's why I've been saying it all year. We need to have a production guy. Acker three, got it. Do the river dance.
That's her fourth one this game, and she had 5 or 6 last night, right?
She had 4 last night. 5:40 remaining.
So her stroke has come
Deflected
back.
off KK. Good thing our camera's not there. Wisner's season high. This is tonight. That's a career high night for the Wiz kid.
Murphy's in the game.
Suze Van Horn checking in. Watching from Florida. We love the Snowbirds checking in. That is, I think it's our favorite because we're both jealous and excited to have you.
Exactly.
5:20 remaining. Jumper, no good.
Nice block out. Oop.
But ripping it out of their hands is Dienberg. But Pompu says, I'm going to get this thing back. And she did.
Oh, nice pass. Oh,
Unable to finish.
Arnold had a great pass to Paul's kill. Nice.
Offensive. Lemberger threw out the arm to create some separation. Maddie Montgomery checking in for Katie Pompu. I think you'll start to see the benches empty slowly but surely.
As we've talked many times, I think Stuvie does a great job with getting his kids in the game.
4:50 remaining. Spreading the floor, doing a little dance, getting a baseline, getting Paul's kill. A screen was Maddie Montgomery. Decide against it. 4:40 and counting. They're just going to keep spreading it, wait for a gap or a cutter. And there's KK finding the seam, splitting them.
Jeez.
Doesn't get the call, hits the floor hard. I think if it's not a 28-point game, you might get the call. Jalen Acker, quick hands. She picked the pocket.
She did.
That was just outstanding defense.
You know, I was just thinking, Coach, they should probably wear those SpongeBob tattoos a little more.
Yeah, that's a great call. 34, Maddie Blazik checking in for Eisenhower.
Hess is in the game for KK.
KK out, Hess in. Robinson in, Acker out. As you're seeing the benches empty for both teams.
The only starter in the game is Natalie.
And she'll probably go next dead. Or when she gets her 5th. Because she plays hard enough that she may just draw that. 4:10 remaining. I'll keep giving you that clock time. Second night in a row, a huge second half for Germantown. And they're going to move to 17-1.
Yep.
16-1, 17?
17
It is
and
17-1, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a foul on Lemberger.
If you would have told me before this game started that Germantown was going to win by 20 or more, I'd have said,
Well, that's up to Troy. Troy Berglund, he sets the line, so he didn't comment on this one, so we don't know what that line would be.
He'll probably come on right now and say it was 28.
28. Full timeout Germantown. We're going to take it with them. You're watching GTV, a W7 production.
She's a talker. She'll talk your ear off, but she's also one of the nicest kids all summer. Always a kind word for everybody. Doesn't matter if she's playing good or bad. A golfer is supposed to put a marking on their golf ball. A lot of kids will put a dot here, a blue dot here, a red dot there. Eleanor's marking of her golf ball. She draws a smiley face on it.
It's like right there.
Oh, there she is.
I had a chance for a birdie putt on the last par 3 I had. I didn't make it, but I made par, which is cool.
Back live from Germantown High School on a special Saturday night edition. It's been all Germantown here in the second half. 3:50 remaining. Each team has emptied their bench. Other than Natalie Paul's kill, she's still out there as a starter for Germantown. While we have the opportunity in this 28-point lead for Germantown, we want to touch again on and asking anybody, and this is new to the Eisenhower fans checking in tonight, and anybody that's new, we're asking you to go to, on Twitter, at WIAAWI. So that, again, that's WIAAWI. Reach out to the folks in Madison who run everything and ask them to stagger the playoffs so that every game is not played, every division, every game played on the Tuesday night in February, the Thursday night, or Friday night, I'm sorry. I'm going to get you the exact dates here. So that first night is February 9th, then you have the 12th, then the 13th. And as you move down the line, don't have them all at the same day. Try to stagger that.
Well, and particularly the semifinals and the finals of the state tournament. I mean, my biggest concern. This is Gary,
Are you
by
live?
the
Are
way.
you live? Okay, you got to let me know.
I'm live.
Hey, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
My biggest concern about this whole thing is, here's a three-point shot.
Komar, no good.
Is that the WIA is going to do for basketball what they did with volleyball, and that is that they're going to pick 5 sites to host the state tournament. So 1 site for each division. And while I get it, I do understand that part of it, and that is, limiting attendance and limiting, doing social distancing, all that stuff. The part that's concerning is that people and not just media, but lots of people are going to have to decide, well, which state tournament division am I going to or going to watch? So if we play them all 5 on the same day in 5 different locations, how are you going to get 5 games on at the same time?
Well, and that's where you can give your intel into how they're going to handle that with the semifinals and the finals for the state itself.
Well, what I heard is that they're going to play 2 games in the morning, just like they did in volleyball. Play the 2 games in the morning and bring everybody, but the 2 winners back that night to play the championship.
I get that, and I think I'm fine with that. But here's what you do: on Tuesday, have Division 5.
Right.
On Wednesday, have Division 4. On Thursday, Division 3. Friday, Division 2, and Saturday, Division 1. And you can play 3 games a day, every day. Then every division gets a state tournament. They get 3 games, and it's every day.
Right.
Caitlin Nee with the steal and drawing the foul.
The other thing I'll add to
Or
that,
flip it. Do D1 Tuesday and D2, D3, D4, D5 Saturday. I'll take the whole week off and go to every single one.
well, and a lot of those games have to be streamlined somehow because they're not sending TV.
Well, they're gonna, yeah, you're right. I mean, and that's where, smaller organizations like us that have a passion for what we do, and I think that we do pretty darn well, tooting our own horn here, but, we would be thrilled to come in and assist the WIAA in any way possible in making sure that we have a strong delivery of the state tournament this year to everyone in the state that wants to watch it.
Exactly, because the advantages for us, I think, is for, like we were saying, people in Arkansas, people in Colorado can see a game where they can't if it's done by TV.
Now, Rush Media holds the rights for the state tournament, and I get that. So if they want to charge a subscription or charge a fee to watch it, there's nothing I can do about that. All that we can do is say, hey, if you need extra crews, extra cameras, extra play-by-play people, we will be happy to jump in and help wherever we can.
All right, well, we got a moment. I want to quick throw some names out here. Sammy Galian, Morgan Shepard, Sydney Bonin, Maddie Blachik, and Maya Samuelson. Those are the 5 on the floor for Eisenhower. We want to throw them out there. They get their moment in the sun, I guess. They get to play, as we've talked about all year. They play, they bust their butts every day at practice. They want to hear their name called. So I wanted to quick throw them out there. I hope I did their names justice. But you get to enjoy your final 2 minutes. Play hard as they're going to. Here's a 3 on the way. No good. As Lindsey Taylor comes away with the rebound. So we wanted to just get those Eisenhower names out there. Germantown on the floor. Haley Bowles, Lindsey Taylor. Let's see who else is out there. Hallie Laritzen sprints to the table. 3 on the way. No good.
Montgomery.
No, that's 33. That's Hallie Bowles.
I'm sorry about that.
Haley's at the table. Hallie's in. Haley's checking in momentarily. Gabby Cox, Calla Lobs. They're out there. She steps up. She's going to get the foul, unfortunately. And the basket's good. Sammy, let's see if they call it Gallion. Gallion, yep. It's junior. Good strong finish in the foul.
The last player in the game.
Karina Murphy out as Haley Lauritzen checks in. So Lauritzen in, Murphy out, 1:03 remaining.
Eisenhower's got a tough game on Tuesday. They play OC.
Oh, they get Oak Creek. Speaking of Tuesday, we will be right back here. As Tosa East travels to Germantown. Friday night, we will be in Menominee Falls. And Saturday, right back here for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Actually, it's an afternoon. It's at KML. You're right.
Right.
And is that an afternoon? We got to check that. We're going to check that. It is at KML. That is true. And dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well, Gary. I didn't. It is a 7:15 Saturday night at KML. So Friday and Saturday night we're on the road, but Friday we'll be right back here, or Tuesday, I'm sorry, right back here.
Correct.
As I had Lauritzen right and Gary correct. Yeah. So 34 seconds remain, now 30. Great big second half from Germantown for the second night in a row, and they're going to come away victorious. And regardless of where they are ranked, they're going to come away feeling pretty good about themselves with this. As Steve Teets called it on Friday or on Tuesday when we interviewed him pregame, he called it a gauntlet week.
Yep.
They took 2 out of 3. I think they're pleased. Obviously, you want to win them all. But, you lose one, you just move on. And especially with the way they did. They just couldn't hit shots. You move on, and that's clearly what they have done.
Right. Play for the next game. I mean, if you look at it, 32-9.
In the second
in
half
the second
here.
half for Germantown.
And that's going to do it. 1.6 left. We want to thank you for joining us on this special Saturday night. Germantown's going to pull away second half, 67-41. You've been watching GTV, a W7 production. For Ryan Ellerbush, Gary Whipperman producing, Ron Gavinsky to my right. I'm Ed Rowie. We want to thank you so much for joining us, especially all of you from across the country. Thank you from Germantown. We're checking out. Be safe, everyone. Germantown wins by 26 over Eisenhower. Have a great rest of your weekend.